Hello, everybody. We are here. We are back. It's been 2 weeks, but we are so excited to be back playing Masks: A New Generation with the wonderful, the sleepy, the charitable, the awesome, the always dabbing Saucefire of Saucefire TV. Can we give this gentleman a round of applause, by the way? He raised $500 for charity on a 24-hour live stream today, and he is still here to GM for us. How you feeling, Sauce?
You're still muted.
Vim and Vigor. I had a nap.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yes.
Most
Very
awake.
important.
Awesome. I'm glad you started paying that sleep debt so you could be here with us. If this is your first time here on the channel, welcome. We are so excited to have you. This is a charity channel. Everything that comes in with your bits and your subs during these games and all of the other streams that I run here goes to the trevorproject.org. They provide crisis counseling support to the LGBTQIA plus youth community and a ton of wonderful educational resources centered around the community. And they do lots of wonderful, great charity work. We are very excited to be supporting them. And this is something that this channel has been doing since 2020. And it's a journey that all my friends have decided to join me on. And they'll be talking about their favorite charities after the show. So go ahead and kick back, relax, stick around for that. We are in for a wild ride tonight. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to Saucefire. Sauce, what we doing?
Well, Gabo, I'm glad you asked. Tonight we're going to be playing some Masks, the new generation, Super Prom, the penultimate episode, the second to last. What will happen? Who will die? Who will find true romance? Who is Sir Pancake's real father? All these mysteries and more might be revealed, but probably will not. Tonight.
Wait, we don't know who
Super
Sir
Prom.
Pancake's real father is?
Never met his real father.
Oh no.
One of the most integral characters to our current plot.
This truly is the darkest timeline.
Yeah.
I also want to know who his fake father is, though.
It's the darkest timeline, and because of interdimensional shenanigans, it might be the only timeline.
That is true.
But you know what? I think it's the best one because it's with all my friends. For example, tonight we have Kadravel, aka Ethan, aka Nobody, aka Nielsen Peabody.
That's me.
Who are you? Who are you playing?
I am.
And how are you doing?
I am Ethan. Today I'll be playing Nielsen Peabody, aka Nobody. I go by he, him. Nielsen is he, they. They are the Outsiders playbook, and I'm doing okay.
I'm glad to hear it. Next up is Koski Sigma, aka Jen, aka Jaina, aka Esther, aka Laughmaker D&D, aka Story Time with Koski. Who the heck are you? Who you playing? And how you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right, and I'm going to be playing Jaina Leith, aka Aeon Storm.
Aeon Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We both go by she, her, and she is the Nova playbook.
Awesome. And next up is Mabruk, aka Jamie Ferris, aka Ramad, aka Of Vague Repose, aka Dark Romancer 7?
7? Where did
Was
you
it
get the
7?
7? There was never a 7.
Well,
I think it was a 4.
You're always number one.
Oh.
Who are you? Who the heck you playing? And how are you doing today?
I'm here, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm Mabruk, they, he, and I'm playing Jamie Ferris, also known as Ramad. They, them, who are the Doomed playbook.
The Doomed playbook.
Mm-hmm. Who is currently without powers due to, you should watch the last episode after you watch this one.
Yeah, but you have a magic bat.
I do have a magic bat.
Given to you by none other than 7-time All-Star, Thurman Munson.
God bless his ghost soul.
And last but not least, our lovely showrunner, the Hype Goblin, aka Sarah, aka Crystal Blake, aka RGB, aka Red Green Blue, aka
Ooh.
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yes. Ooh, we got a sensual RGB
Yeah.
on that one. Nice.
This is going to be Masks After Dark.
Saucefire Knights.
Saucefire Nights.
So sorry about it. And also, I'm being accused of being a fae in the chat right now by Jen, so it's fine. Hey, everybody,
Yeah,
I'm
my
Sarah. I will be playing Crystal Blake, RGB. She and I both use she/her pronouns.
Cool. And I'm Gray, aka Saucefire, aka Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and I go by he/him. And today I'm going to be playing some Masks with my friends. But when we last left our super prometeers, there had been a bit of a time skip. 3 months had passed because poor old Jamie was sent hurtling into the future, which is now the present. There they learned that the Carnithians, Jaina's species and race, have done an occupation of Mariposa, the gleaming jewel that is definitely not Seattle. In the process, they learned that Crystal Blake was leading an underground resistance, comprised mostly of her TikTok followers. They call themselves the Unicorns. Jaina is separately trying to undermine the Carnithians, funding her own military juntas. Nielsen has been keeping tabs on everybody, if memory serves. Together, they all met up. There was a brief Batman punch that I think everyone appreciated, except for Jaina. And they learned that the Carnithians have been hiring supervillains to hunt down superheroes, including our favorite and beloved heroes, making a quick escape in their van. They managed to evade the mighty Flexecutioner in his bicep mobile and head back to the underground. Unfortunately, Jaina's butler, Spotswood, a Civil War veteran and close to retiree, forgot that he had his Find My Friend phone app still on. But now we're going to be heading right back into the action. And we'll start off with Nielsen. You are driving in the sewers. What is going through Nielsen's processors?
Just pulling up whatever, if this universe has Google Maps or just MapQuest or whatever, just having that before the sewers to get to Emil's hidden base.
Oh yeah, there is, not only are these sewers spacious enough to support a van, they are incredibly well lit.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, as you kind of zip by these kind of moldy cobblestone-esque walls, clearly imported somewhere. They look more like the catacombs of France than a concrete modern sewer. Occasionally it's lights, occasionally it is just torchlight. You don't know who's lighting these torches or how they're maintaining their light constantly, but they're there.
I assume it's a team of alligators.
Oh yeah, no, you see alligators. You see crocodiles.
Mm-hmm.
You see a bathing rhinoceros. Somebody flushed that down the toilet and they grow.
Was it one of the ones that you put in water and then it grows and it just kept doing that?
It just kept going.
There's a lot of water.
Yeah, it's made of foam and it's bright blue.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the back of the van, Crystal Blake, Jaina, and Jamie Ferris, you are all probably having an awkward reunion. Jamie after your trip to the future, Jaina after being socked in the face, Crystal after doing a Batman punch, and Spotswood is just happy to be here. He's already made tea for everybody. You don't know where he got it from. Maybe he had it the entire time, and as he was phasing into this bumpy ride, he's still managing to hold it perfectly. And he's like, "Oh, chamomile, it's good. It will help you sleep."
In the middle of the day.
I don't think we're trying to sleep right now. Like, we have some, like, bad guys on our tail, so I don't think a nap would be in order.
Oh no, it's fine. Surely they can't phase their vehicles as well. What are the odds of that happening?
Why don't you try? I think, you look like somebody who would love some chamomile right now.
Oh, I would love a cup of the Queen's tea.
Oh, there's some right here. Why don't you?
Are you pointing to the cup in his hand?
Many thanks. And he starts sipping his tea.
Back to the problem at hand. I look at the rest of the team. Did we close the app that he had that had them tracking us? Was that happening?
Do we know that he has the app? Or was that an audience view?
That was an audience.
Okay.
Okay, we don't know that. I didn't say that.
It's fine.
Man, if somebody had a tracking device on them, that would explain how they're keeping tail.
I mean, who would hang on to a tracking device?
Too bad Spotwood's asleep now and he can't tell us about it.
Yes,
What have I done?
I mean, like, y'all ditched your cell phones, right?
I
I am
by now.
physically incapable of doing that.
Well, yeah, but you can't be tracked, so.
That remains to be seen, but sure.
Oh, yes, Nielsen, your one arm is still not working.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Have we noticed?
Yeah, we mentioned it
Okay.
last time.
You're driving with one arm?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to take over driving?
Do you know how?
I mean, yeah.
Sure. I'm just
Cool.
sort of like very.
Crystal, do you actually know how to drive, Crystal?
I mean, my dad's have a riding lawnmower. Like, it can't be that different, right?
Here, take my facing vehicle. I trust you.
Okay.
Just hear the gears grinding, and Nielsen's like, it's an automatic.
Look, I have drive a fantastical vehicle on my drives list. Like, I am gonna check this off, okay?
Nielsen, as you are leaving to, or as you are exiting the vehicle, you I'm guessing pull over, put on your emergency lights, open the door.
The way that I've imagined it is sort of just like it's a big there's the two seats and then it's just open sort of like in the back. So I imagine I just crawl.
Oh no! Wouldn't you just like phase?
True.
Like phase through the back of the chair?
It's very fair.
As you do that, though, your one arm kind of it starts kind of doing this.
Do I have any friends in here that are a drawing tablet?
You do. You have. His name is Pencil Simon. He's a little pencil. He comes with his own art pad or his own Wacom tablet.
Is he second cousins with Clippy from Microsoft?
Yeah, he's like, hey, you look like you need assistance.
I think that I do.
It's gonna cost you. Oh God. His little arms are flailing. It is just sequences of code that does not look familiar to you.
Does anyone else know how to drive so that Crystal can look at this?
I'll. Oh, Jaina? Okay.
I mean,
You seem more excited.
no, I mean, it's an Earth vehicle. I don't know how similar it is to a space vehicle, so I think you should
Maybe,
try.
maybe I should track them.
Yeah,
Do you have the gas on the right?
we don't use gas.
Oh, okay. Well, we use gas. Gas is on the right. Brake is on the left. Don't hit the brake
I'll
too hard.
try.
Don't hit the gas too hard.
You kind of have to hit the gas too hard and the brake too hard, or else it won't go or stop.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, maybe that's
Well,
why
in
we're
this
just crawling forward.
How seamless is the transition of somebody driving in high speed to another person driving at high speed?
I mean, probably. What's the opposite of seamless? It is clunky.
Seamful.
I imagine like
It's seamful.
Jamie is like
It's all it seems. It's just
It all
seems.
seems.
yeah.
Oops, all seems.
It's simple.
Simple.
I hate
But
it.
the
Absolute miracle, none of us has crashed.
Every time we would crash, we just phase through.
I mean, once when I was cutting the grass with my dad's riding lawnmower, I did hit a tree. I totaled the lawnmower. was a long time ago.
There isn't even a tree in your yard.
That's how you know it's bad.
Somehow Crystal ended across town that day.
Nielsen, the hand stops writing the code. And it kind of just holds the Wacom tablet up to your own face.
Is this like binary code, or is it in a like coding language?
It is in a coding language, and you immediately recognize it as the coding language that comprises you.
Okay. What do if I? I'm gonna have, if I can, if Jamie or Jaina has taken over, I'm going to sort of, if I guess I will move my head because I can't move it away from my face, so I'll move my face away from it.
Your head just turtles into your body.
Just sort of like turns completely around.
The hand goes through your chest and is still holding it up.
And just trying to get trying to get Crystal to read it first in case reading it activates something.
I mean, you've already read it. I think you would have to take the make the note to run it.
Okay. Then what would I think that it would do? Is that clear?
It is unclear, and even by getting Crystal to read it, it is in a language, a coding language, seemingly unique.
Create a virtual machine.
Are you sure that's
Affect the main
code?
hardware.
Maybe keep your eyes on the road. Keep your eyes on the road.
Oh, sorry. Hey, does anyone have any snacks?
As Crystal, you turn around, you run over a chud.
A what?
I'm gonna.
A
I don't know what that is.
a cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
Is
I
that
think I
something
hit a
that's been
speed bump.
established while I was zoning out?
They're the final boss. Pay attention.
Driving.
I'm driving.
driving.
I am a very good driver. Can you take a picture of me right now?
Who's driving?
I'm gonna be driving now.
Okay.
I'll take over.
That's you kind of go in for the selfie, and as you do that, you just sort of push her out of the seat.
Yeah. I use that
It's
as
really
an opportunity.
good lighting in the passenger seat.
Oh, this is perfect. Click, 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 click.
20,000 likes immediately.
Would I be able to use my belong in two worlds to see if the consensus has any idea what this would do, or if they're the one doing it?
Sure, by all means.
Small one. Oh, ow. Okay. Well, one of them's a 6, so let's find out what the other one is. Okay. Because it went out of the box, off the table, and behind the desks. Jesus. Okay. I'm keeping that one. It's a 1. So it's plus superior, which I think is very good for me right now. 9. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I get 1.
What would you like to ask of the consensus?
Have I already determined if this is their doing? I can't remember.
You do not. This does not seem to be part of the consensus's doing.
I would like to ask them about this piece of code to see if they either know what it does or just know if it's harmful.
They study the code, and as they start studying the code, you can see that large sections of your own psyche have been blocked off, larger than what was there before. And they kind of turn to you and say, "We don't have the processing capabilities currently."
I think Nielsen will just sort of say to everyone, and just be like the people in the car, or if the consensus are still listening, just like, things are bad. Things are worse than they were.
Like, what do you mean?
The consensus is shutting down. Well, it seems like that. They don't know what this is, and they say they don't have enough power to know what it is.
Like, okay.
They don't have enough power? Aren't they
Are they like getting cut off from you?
Maybe. I feel like I'm getting cut off from them. At least that's how it seems.
Can you cut yourself off from the part that is corrupted?
I don't know how much of that. I don't know how much of me that is.
I
feel like that
mean,
might actually end up in an arm coming off.
can't you like grow a new one?
I mean,
New
grow, no.
metals.
Find and incorporate, maybe, but that's sort of it.
Okay, right.
Assimilate.
Well, stop reading the code.
I mean,
Also, like, if you were your creator and maybe wanted to disable you, like, do you think this is the kind of thing that that sort of a person would possibly try to do?
Maybe.
You wouldn't
I'm not
happen to
really
have
sure
any
what
way to
it-
track if Danny was on the planet, would you?
Not that I know of. But I mean, I think that the consensus is they at least attempted to cut me off from that completely. So I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I'm still the machine, and if he built the machine, he would know how to get inside. But I don't know.
Jamie, you're currently driving the van, correct?
Indeed. What do you want me to?
As you are driving through the dark, you just see an object kind of rapidly approaching the windshield. It's a fairly
Ahead of
small
me.
object, like handheld. And since there isn't really a lot, even on these spacious roads that these sewers provide, there isn't a lot of room to avoid it without going either into a wall or into sewage. And as it is driving, you just see a boomerang just kind of embed itself in the windshield.
Ah!
As it kind of crashes in and the laminated glass just kind of shatters and turns into little squares. You see Zoomerang is now in the passenger seat, basically sitting on top of where Crystal is.
There are
Oh,
much better ways to get in here than this.
oh my gosh. What do you need?
And Zoomerang is just kind of sitting in your lap. And she's like, our scanners picked up a Carnithian signature here.
Well, yeah, we got Jaina with us. Like,
Yeah, okay. Is she a hostage?
no. Well, I mean, kind of,
Okay.
but like, we're
Said yes.
cool, I guess. I don't know. I punched her. It's fine.
But she could be a spy.
110% a spy. Yep.
Don't be sarcastic right now. Zumi doesn't get that.
Also, hi.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Been a while.
Hi, Jamie.
I'm like 90% of my brain power is used on the driving here, but I do think she's a spy because she's also she we know her. Think. Just
All right, look, I'll tell you what.
where
I'm
are we
gonna
going
do.
again?
I have this sleep boomerang. I'll use it on Jaina. When she wakes up, we'll be at the base. Then she won't know where the location is.
I'm pretty sure she already knows.
But it's just to be safe. Sounds
Jaina,
good?
do you know where the location of the base is?
I assume if we keep following this tunnel, it's either to the left or right.
Sleep boomerang, go! And you're just hitting the head with a regular boomerang and get knocked out.
What's the point of the sleep boomerang?
And Zoomerang just kind of says, "All right, look, I've done my job.
You could have just
Uh,
texted me, you know.
I did. Well, actually, I texted Spotswood. He said that he would give you the messages.
Why are you, how do you
It's
have
just-
Spotswood's number?
How do
Are you saying you don't have Spotswood's number?
No. Also,
have you-
Spotswood's been asleep for the past like 30
Wait.
minutes.
What's
No, he's
Spotswood's
He's
social
sleep
following?
texting.
Right.
He has a burner
Social
phone,
big-
right?
No.
Does he even have a phone?
I don't
Oh,
think he
yeah.
knows what a burner phone is.
Get off my
Yeah,
lap.
She kinda-
I'm gonna push her like into that little like tiny seat in the middle and then climb over the passenger seat to check Spotswood's pockets for his phone.
All right, you find his pocket watch. You find his money clip. You find his cigarette case. I'm trying to think of other things.
Monocle.
Your monocle.
Is there a set of opera binoculars in his pocket?
There is. You find his,
Seven
Those
un-
caramel candies.
his
Unwrapped
mustache.
Werther's Originals.
Yeah.
Ew.
Oh no.
His mustache comb.
His mustache.
Also, ew.
But eventually you do find his phone. It is a banana phone Series 12, the most modern phone on the market, and also compatible with your SIM card.
Can I open the phone and take out the GPS on the phone? Just
Yeah,
destroy the GPS antenna?
Just so you know, this will affect your ability to play Pokemon Go.
That's fine.
Oh no.
What? I got a Clefairy. I'm happy. That's my favorite Pokemon as Crystal.
So this is his phone, right?
Oh yeah.
Not yours.
Oh, his? I don't care.
Just break it. Spotswood, you just hear him. What's this? You're stealing my phone.
Oh, no, I'm making sure that no one can track us because we're going somewhere super secret. Also, don't text people about me. Here you go.
Oh yes, rather. You know, back at the turn of the century, the Kaiser stole one of my telephones. It was one of the
I don't
first
care.
ones.
I really don't care.
I'm sorry,
Which
how old
century?
are you?
Oh, that's a good question. And then Zoomerang just kind of interrupts and says, all right, we're nearly here. And she kind of whispers to Jamie, turn left. She winks, nods her head.
What does that mean? Turn right?
She grabs
Wait,
the
no,
wheel
be clear with me.
does a hard left.
No, it literally means turn left. She's not good at
Why is she
disguising.
winking?
Maybe she thinks you're cute.
What?
I don't know.
Also, sorry about your windshield. She's like trying to.
Yeah,
pull
you're
the
paying for
boomerang
that,
out.
by the way.
Say that to Niels. To nobody.
Look, all I have are these Carnithian fun dollars. There's a picture of a windmill on one of them.
Why?
That is fun.
Yeah.
Jaina, what's the history behind the windmill?
Oh, she's knocked out.
She is knocked out.
She got
God damn
knocked out she got knocked out by the sleep arrow.
The sleep boomerang.
Yeah.
It's even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
This whole
As-
game.
Okay. We arrived.
You eventually arrive at the base of the unicorns. Dark Vegeta approaches. You can see that he's sweating. For some reason, there's a vein bulging in his head.
Hey, BB.
How many Red Bulls are you on?
Oh my God! It's Crystal Blake.
Yeah, we already went over this. You don't have to use my full name every single time you talk to me.
Guys, it's RGB. She's right here. And all of them-
Okay.
all
Superhero
of
named
these
is.
heavily armed rebels kind of just all gather around you.
Sounds like you
Hi,
need to disguise
everybody.
yourself while you're here.
I mean, I am in disguise.
No, like disguise of the disguise.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't really work. I wore bunny ears once.
Oh,
It
no.
didn't go over well.
Hmm.
We just thought she was a different superhero.
Yeah.
And now that superhero has even more followers on TikTok.
Yeah. They thought I was Reese Woods from Legally Brunette. It didn't really pan out. I wore a wig and everything, but I mean, like, I try.
And Jaina, you finally come to. There's a little lump on your forehead.
Rubbing. Did we go left or right? Lead over to Jamie.
Left.
I thought so.
Nielsen, as you go to step out of the car or the van, your one leg just sort of gives out.
Just sort of like buckles or
Well, I mean,
disintegrates.
that's up to you. I will leave it to your interpretation.
I imagine it's sort of just like a brace, sort of like how it's got that sort of joint. It's sort of like,
And then, yeah, I'm picturing like an actual leg brace just forming on it now.
So, Crystal, who are these people?
I don't know.
We're the unicorns, Dark Vegeta,
What he said.
as he starts applying baby oil to his muscles.
The national animal of Scotland? Unicorn?
That's
No, like
right.
my sweater.
Okay. That makes much more sense now.
Mhm.
We're here to overthrow the Carnithians. Free Mariposa and instate RGB as our new leader.
Whoa,
I support
I
this.
no, that I did not agree to.
That's in our charter. You ratified it.
I
Isn't she
did
like
not
17?
read the whole thing, first of all.
Aren't you? Are you 16 or 17?
I mean, aren't we all 16 or 17? Like, I mean,
No, I mean,
age
like,
is
that's
just like
not
a
the age
number.
for-
Like,
I mean, Mary Queen of Scots became queen when she was like a baby, so
How old was that?
6 weeks.
What? That's a thing?
Yeah.
I don't follow international news, and I think that's a good thing.
It's literally on our history test.
don't worry, I flunked that test too.
Carnithian history is actually much easier, Crystal. You're actually on honor roll right now.
Ew.
Team, what are we doing?
Oh yeah.
Also,
Right.
my body is falling apart.
Can you do the thing where you last time remember when you were tiny nobody, and you just disconnect yourself completely from what's happening?
I feel like if I do that, then parts of that will just start failing, and then I'll be left with less.
What I'm saying, I think you should disconnect yourself from the the consensus.
What if the consensus is keeping them alive?
I mean,
I
We
don't even know
also-
if I could do that. For one,
we could hook you up to a computer and like take a look.
that didn't go. There's a reason I became tiny nobody last time.
That's
Right.
true.
Well, I mean, I've gotten better.
If we want to try,
I mean, it's totally up to you. But like, it's an option. That's all I'm saying. I could get Digital Ed to take a look. I mean, he's not like my biggest
Rather
fan
fall
right
apart
now,
and die.
but if I ask nicely, like, he'll still do it.
There is a moment, and Spotswood comes back in. He's wearing now a unicorn sweater, and says, "Miss Jaina, I have something to admit. I've actually been funneling information to the unicorns this entire time."
Are you the one who told them what shampoo I use?
Well, yes, that too. But it is
Jaina,
time to
fire
reveal
him.
I
Fire him.
I tried.
was Naruto fan 420 the entire time.
That's you?
That's me. And he reaches into his coat and he pulls out a blueprint of Jaina's tower. Now, you see, the Carnithians have been focusing a lot of their research on that crystal. The one that is similar to the monolith. The one that is forming out of the side of our building.
The one that you've been feeding cookies
Yes, the one that I've been
And-
feeding cookies to.
and playing jazz music.
Well, it's not so much eating the cookies as it is assuming its matter and converting it into something else.
that's pretty much what eating is, as far as I understand it.
Literally.
That's
It's cookies.
well. The thing is, it's also been, absorbing surrounding atoms of everything else and turning it into a new, fun, unique kind of matter that we're not entirely certain about.
That does
Great.
sound fun.
And Dark Vegeta says, if the Carnithians learn how to use the monolith, they could wreak havoc on not just Earth, but other planets. And I guess that is a bad thing. 'Cause
They're already doing the latter.
Yeah,
they
I
already
mean-
do all that.
Why don't they
You
just
don't
ask?
need.
Why don't they just ask the supervillains? Like, don't they know? Like, weren't they all with Lightning Jack?
I don't think the super villains were though.
I thought there were a couple, like Badminton Boy
Yeah,
and
but-
Balloon Man. Are
Very
they all?
specific, like,
Are they still alive?
are they still alive?
Well, Lightning
So-
Jacks is with the unicorns as their power supply.
Yes, I do remember that.
Oh, that's right. I mean,
It's a very
Yeah.
morally
Energy.
ambiguous
just-
gray energy.
you could just go like straight
I
to the
hate
source
you.
and ask him.
Well, wait, what are we trying to figure out though?
I don't know.
What are we?
Why the Carnithian people are using a unknown thing as a possible energy source.
Well, I don't think it's an energy source. I think it's a weapon. If
I
they,
think they're still trying to learn it.
I mean, aren't
True.
they the same thing? Like, a lot of energy sources can be weapons.
right, but if, I guess I'm the only one who was alive to see what happens. If they could wipe a planet clean, and then they could come in and start over.
Oh, that's right. I died a lot.
They have all the resources.
Did y'all like
Uh,
what? Did y'all like Ashley more than me?
No.
I don't remember who that is anymore.
She was the
Oh.
slightly better Crystal.
I remember who that is.
My
Very
brain's a bit
bubbly.
fuzzy. I don't remember.
Right.
You remembered my
It's all
birthday.
Ash up
It
here.
was weird.
It's fine. I'm not insecure about it at all. It's fine. I'm okay with having these memories.
Hmm.
She did not have cool ass like the suit that you do.
Didn't she?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
no, she had a really cool ass suit.
No.
Nielsen says after he said that he doesn't remember.
Well, see, it'd be a weird step for the Carnithians to, wipe a planet clean when they kind of like to do the whole assimilation thing. I mean,
mean, that
maybe it's
seems
a
like-
new step.
I mean,
New
how
medicine?
often do planets fight back as hard as ours has?
A lot. I mean, honestly, it's fun for them.
If you could
I know
show
we
that you
always-
could wipe out a planet, then resistance would be a little bit easier to quell, I'd imagine.
They spend a lot of money and time and effort into this big ships you see in the sky. And that would make them super redundant.
I mean,
But what
maybe
do I
it's
know? I'm just a person. I'm a human girl from California.
yeah. You're totally
Uh-oh.
human.
Zoomerang says, "Oh yeah, our Carnithian detector, it's going off." It's just
Wrong. It's broken.
But being sarcastic, you're just gonna make them suspicious.
my Carnithian detecting boomerang is going crazy.
And she's just going boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
See, I throw it and it goes immediately to the first Carnithian it sees. She throws it at Jaina.
It goes in the direction that you throw it. We've been over this before.
Wait a moment. Can I see? I hold it and I just keep poking her with it.
Poking Jaina with it.
No.
Poking Zoomerang.
Zoomerang.
Oh yeah, no. You try to do that and Zoomerang teleports.
Where? I'm
To where the,
holding-
yeah, I know where the boomerang is. She's now sitting on you.
This is uncomfortable.
Up to Lightning Jack, because Lightning Jack actually knows stuff about the Carnithian interest in this crystal. Possibly.
Well, before we do that, I assume, well, how is he being held?
Oh, he's being used like a battery. Like, picture like a hamster on a hamster wheel, but with lightning.
Is he awake?
Yes. Probably.
I'm,
I don't know. I haven't actually gone and talked to him because I'm still a little bit miffed.
If we wanted to get to the point where we could talk to him, it might be a good idea to have a plan first before he just turns on us. I think he's going to turn on us.
I mean, he already turned on us.
Yeah, that's why I
He's
think that.
currently a prisoner and he wants to not be a prisoner, so.
But if we let him go, or if we give him the opportunity to escape, he just goes and does what the Carnithians are already trying to do, right?
Basically, I guess.
I mean, we could just take him like an updated newspaper. He likes reading. We'll probably get a little bit out of him that way.
He's your mentor.
Ew. No, he's not.
Is your well.
like to see him. He's in the sub-level. I can take you there. Very
Hi.
quickly, yes.
I know the way.
I can I approach Jane and be like, look, you probably the person I should not trust the most, but I really don't trust Spotswood for some reason. Something is off about him.
Poor Spotswood.
Weirdly nimble, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Was it like he was like incredibly gullible on the car, and right now he's like full like guerrilla tactic, big brain dude.
Maybe
I don't know how I
he
feel about
worked for
this.
the, CPD at one point.
I mean,
I don't know. It's weird.
That's
I
not
have
a-
weird.
That's a justification, not a reason. That's a reason to trust him less, I guess.
Not exactly have the best track record with adults now, do we?
I'm gonna keep my eyes on him, and he's too old for me to keep anything else on him because he would collapse.
I mean, don't rip him. He's old. He's following after the others. I mean, you could probably just sit him down and turn him into a corner.
Spotswood eventually, he leads you down a winding staircase.
Mhm.
Eventually, he has to take one of the torches off the walls, just kind of as he goes deeper and deeper into the darkness. Eventually,
Things of catacombs.
There's this large iron door, and he pulls out a rusted set of keys, and just.
Was this infrastructure always here?
Oh yes.
What purpose?
Oh, this is one of the old Faraday cages that we keep.
We?
Well, you know, the unicorns, the resistance.
Sure, dude.
And Spotswood says, "No, I can't go down the stairs because they're far too narrow and I may slip. But just go down and eventually you'll see our good friend, Lightning Jack."
What could possibly go wrong?
Just don't go in the cage and don't open the door and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Nielsen
yeah.
makes his way.
There you go, and he hands Nielsen the torch.
He's
Thank you.
Spotswood.
Yes. And,
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome, madam. It is my utmost pleasure to serve.
That sounds like it's like the last time I'm gonna see you. Why you say it like that?
Why
Don't
would
talk
you
like
say it
that.
like that?
Can I have the keys?
Yes, sure, of course.
Look,
you
Spotswood,
The
you're
ring of
gonna-
rusted keys.
if you're gonna betray anybody, just do it to me. These guys are actually on the good side of things.
What an oddly specific thing to say.
Go have some porridge.
Oh, I love porridge. And he just kind of scoots upstairs.
Oh, my dice.
He's gonna kill us.
Nielsen, as you go
Gonna kill us all.
downstairs, eventually you arrive in this cavernous room. Concrete walls on all sides. A pair of ancient rusted turbines flank the sides of this Faraday cage that it's hooked up to. And every now and then you see a large bolt of lightning just kind of erupt from it, and it's powering the generators. Inside this little Faraday cage, maybe like 10 feet by 10 feet, you see Lightning Jack. You see he's got manacles on his hands. He's kind of chained to the floor, and he's reading a copy of Macbeth. And he kind of looks up and says, "Well, what do we have here?"
We meet again.
Yes, it's been a while, face to face.
Like it's been like half a day.
Nielsen Peabody
For me.
in the flesh, so to speak. Though it looks like you've seen better days, my friend. I hope the
I
warranty
have.
hasn't expired.
Oh, I'm sure it has. I'm sure I avoided that actually.
You altered
Um,
yourself without permission.
Mhm.
Can't
Uh,
open up the back without a special tool.
So, are you doing this? You're not doing this, are you?
Doing what?
Just sort of goes. Is my other hand still have the tablet?
Yeah.
What's it doing?
Your other hand has been, it's been helping. It's been holding onto railings.
Okay. Just sort of look at just gesture to my arm and leg brace leg.
He looks at you.
Nothing?
Says, "How would I be doing that? I'm locked in here."
I'm a computer. You can set things up for later.
Mr.
I guess-
Peabody, I was born around the time the cotton gin was invented.
He barely knows how to use a phone.
Do you really think I could hack something as advanced as you?
You have acquaintances.
Do I
They'll only be
now?
out and about.
And what would I benefit from attacking your little friend here?
That's why I'm asking, because I don't know.
We're holding you hostage.
Well, the question is, how many people know Daniel's programming?
That is a good question, to be fair.
Do you know if he's here? Well, on this plane of existence?
Now, he very well may be. For all I know, there's no one more creative and inventive than my good friend, Mr. Olinsky.
Why
And
are all
with
the
anyone for
bonkers
your
ones
friends.
friends with one another?
Well, we all run in the same circles.
Obviously.
It's
Hey!
like how you and I are friends, Miss Blake.
No, not even a little bit. By the way, so those big fuck off crystals that started growing in my actual friend's home, how would one use those as a weapon?
Oh, well, those are, and he kind of looks at you, Jamie. Those might
Don't
be
look at me.
outside my expertise, but I think they're linked to your little friend, Jamie over there. And I think they have a better answer than I could ever provide.
Looks at Jamie.
Do I?
Mhm. Do you? And Lightning Jack just kind of chuckles a bit and says, "Well, Charles really hasn't told you all the story yet."
I need to be there for the thing to be used as a massive fuck off weapon that you were trying to do.
And he smiles.
They don't know that.
And says, "Why, yes, you do. And it would benefit," he looks over to Jaina, "the Carnithians greatly if they knew that." Now, Mr. Peabody, would you entertain me for a moment?
Jaina, do they know that? They
If
don't know that, do they?
something is in chaos, complete disarray, no semblance of order whatsoever, that would be likely inhospitable to human life. Is that fair to
Probably.
say?
Likely, yeah.
What would the polar opposite look like? Singular order?
I mean, it seems like it'd be a computer, or just like a bunch of cogs in a machine.
Yes, but machines fall apart. I'm not talking about on a macro scale. I'm talking about a singular point, just in space, not moving, perfectly. And he's trying to hold up his hands, but they're manacled, and he kind of perfect and solitary. The epitome of order.
Are you trying to lead me towards a singularity here? Is that
Like the collapse of the universe? What are we
Of-
talking about here?
Something. Imagine to yourself an entire universe composed of a single point, with no depth, no width, completely and utterly perfect and in order, immutable.
And
that also does not sound very conducive to human life, to be fair.
So, what do you need in the middle?
More than 0 dimensions to start.
That would help.
At least 3, preferably 4.
I think it's at least 4.
And he looks over and says, "I think your little friend Jamie needs to suss this out. Perhaps have a heart-to-heart, because I can tell you that crystal spoke to me." It told me
It
what
speaks
to do.
now? No, it doesn't speak. No, it doesn't speak. It doesn't speak. No, it's not. No.
Intelligence
No.
goes beyond speech sometimes.
No.
And
he kinda
deciphering
leans back.
languages is what we do.
I would really, really like if it wasn't sentient.
Is this in character, the player?
Yes. Well, kind of both.
Well, I mean, if it's sentient, then we can reason with it. Well, we can at least talk to it.
I don't.
How do you reason
can-
with a tiger?
You can reason
that's
with
hungry?
me, and it's you can reason with me, and it's the opposite. That's how I'm viewing it. That's why I thought it's not sentient.
My good friend Ramad, if memory serves, this singularity, or this monolith as you call it,
Yeah.
was made in response to an imbalance.
Mm-hmm.
And you, in turn, were made to correct that overcorrection.
Yes.
What make
To kind of house it.
not to play with cliches, but why would you think that you're any different than it? And why would you think you serve any kind of higher purpose?
Sure. That's a
There's a thunderous
doing lots
crack of lightning
presumptions.
as the Faraday cage sends another bolt into one of the generators.
Okay. The crystal that was in the ophthalmologist's party disappeared with me, right?
No, it was destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't remember.
Yes,
I was not there for it. I was not here for 3 months.
as I pushed your face into it, and
Yeah, that
your
wasn't
little-
very nice.
Your little friend Esther was punching away at it. It shattered. And whatever power it housed, well, that's gone. But for what it's worth, that wasn't the original one. That was just one we picked up from another dimension.
And the original is definitely also not the one in Janus Tower.
And
Can't
Lightning
read the
Jack
original
just
as well.
kind of chuckles and says, are you the correction or the overcorrection?
Is there a correction to the overcorrection?
There
That's
has to
the
be.
question.
Now we're just playing with semantics. But I'm saying, you were made intentionally by humans in a lab.
Yes.
And leans back.
Seem to be very familiar with my history.
Well,
Sorry.
who do you think funded it?
Okay.
Hold on, sorry, Jamie. And that you say that, and
Uh,
yet you say you can't hire people to hack me. I don't think that quite matches up. Sorry, you can continue.
Mr. Peabody, you are made by Danny Olinsky, possibly the greatest mind I've ever met. You are the
I find the
epitome.
places.
You are the apex of his work.
Mhm.
You are his Michelangelo, or his Michelangelo's David. You're what will go down in history as his
That's
greatest
very kind.
achievement. And if I could find someone who could match his skills, rest assured I would move hell and high water to get them.
Sorry, continue.
Says, I think I've said everything I needed to say.
Portal still at the CPB?
Yes.
The one to Mr. Alinsky's wherever you sent him?
Mm-hmm.
It's destroyed, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
And the only person who could have reconstructed it was Xenomage, who, I've heard, is no longer with us. Crystal, what lessons have I taught you?
Let's see. Always have a martini ready for your husband when he gets home. Wear your pearls while you're cleaning. Make sure you do the grocery shopping, but kind of incognito so no one actually knows that you have to grocery shop yourself. And also, I don't care what you taught me, because it sucked.
I should have taught you not to trust anyone. And he kind of looks to Jaina and then looks back to Crystal and says, how safe do you think you are here?
Who, me?
All of you.
Oh, I'm not safe anywhere. Whatever.
He smirks a bit and says, see, maybe I have trained you well.
You are an unbelievable amount of talk.
Right? He never
Just
stops.
unbearable.
Imagine waking up at 4 a.m. and having to have him
Do you
already.
realize you're talking to teenagers? Like you're trying to impress a bunch of teenagers? Is that,
Sorry.
is that how you? Is that what gets you
Should
off?
I be doing this while flossing?
I mean,
No,
your dental
no, no,
hygiene is like
no,
your.
No,
I
it's
agree.
Should I do a little TikTok dance while doing this?
please
Kind of
don't.
shimmies his hands side
No,
to
what I'm
side.
trying to say is you're being overly.
Should I
pedantic.
use memes?
Not pedantic.
Look, we know you're. Look, you're.
It feels bad, man, to be
Pretentious.
trapped in a dungeon.
I'm sorry,
That's what
I
we've been
only
looking for.
want the mommy sorry meme from you.
Please don't make him say anything. Don't do that.
I have no idea what that means.
Please don't make the old man say any of that.
He smirks a bit at that, Crystal. It says, I'm not sorry for anything I did. Because I'm just so proud of what you've become.
What? An unintentional rebel leader?
A superhero. Which is what you always wanted to be.
Right. I'm totally a
What's
superhero.
happening?
I don't know. Can we go? Does anyone want tacos?
I think
I
I'm
kinda
done.
want tacos.
I
I'm
just
fine,
have a few more personal questions, but make sure that we'll make sure the old man that's upstairs hasn't actually broken anything.
I actually do have a question for Jack before we leave him in this cage to, I don't know, die. Do you care if the world? What do you care about? Anything?
I care about my wife, but she was taken from me.
Exactly. But now,
What's left?
exactly. Do you have any reason to help us?
Well, I live on this planet.
Do you?
You've been intending to destroy it very recently.
Fair.
Yeah, you killed me a lot.
Killed her a
Also
lot.
fair.
Crystal just flips him the double bird.
He smiles.
So do you want to help us, or should we just leave you here?
I have a feeling you're going to leave me here regardless.
But we might eventually come back.
I might eventually escape.
Okay.
And he kind of leans forward and says, I've been a superhero since turn of the century. I've been in worse situations.
Yeah, but this is your first time having been a supervillain, so fuck you. Enjoy your time in the hamster wheel. We're gonna go get tacos. Bye.
And he's gonna wait till our friends are upstairs, and
Oh, we're not leaving you alone.
you'll ask to be. You could She will ask for a moment, but
We're not leaving you alone.
We're not leaving you alone.
Oh, they're not leaving you alone. They don't trust you. They know
I'll
that
trust
you're
them.
going. They know that you're going to try to betray them, don't they?
I mean, it's not really
the
the
thing is-
betrayal, it's the
No.
mass murder.
You're a manipulative SOB,
Then leave her alone. What do you have to worry about?
and we're a bunch of.
Don't you trust her?
To not
Ask
harm
your
you?
question.
No.
Just ask your question.
I swear I will not harm him as a person of Earth and a person of Carnithia. I will not harm Lightning Jack.
Okay,
I swear it.
go ahead and ask your questions. I'm still not leaving you.
They're rather personal.
Bummer.
Do you not trust us?
I trust you.
Yes.
Just
If you have nothing to hide,
It's just no, you don't talk. No, just don't.
stop it, Jim. And Lightning Jack kind of.
Please.
The adults are talking.
can you trust me enough just to have a
Ugh.
question to him? That's all.
Go ahead and ask. I'm still not leaving you alone with him.
You can whisper it into my ear.
And it kind of grumbles. I will put a wall around you guys.
You either ask him your question with all of us here, or I tell the rebels that you are a traitor. We don't keep any more secrets. We don't have time for that. So either you trust us, or you don't, and you wind up in probably a cell similar to his. You're sitting under my army now.
Turns to Lightning Jack.
Lightning Jack
So
leans.
when are you going to blow the generators?
Well, I will see if you scrappy little teens can get out of this Carnithian mess. If you can't, I'll just handle it myself.
Okay, that's the first of... I did something about 3 months back. I'm sure you're aware.
Oh, very.
What if we make a new reality, you and I?
What are you proposing?
We could make one that would fit both our needs. This one can stay behind. We can shove it aside and start over.
Are you saying you could bring my Tilly back?
Give it a try.
And there's a bit of a smile. And he says, I don't suppose we could shake on it. And he kind of lifts up his hands, and you kind of already see the sparks kind of going between them.
I mean, there's no going back.
What's there to go back to?
We can move forward, you and I. I lost someone, you lost someone.
Let's see what. There's a lot we can do together. And I have a lot of time to think about it.
You got 10 minutes, I think.
10 minutes? 10 minutes? And he kind of.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. And he smirks a bit and says, how long do you think these generators are going to hold? And
5.
he corrects that and immediately says, how long do you want these generators to hold?
10 minutes.
You have 10 minutes.
Dana will reach through and extended her hand towards him.
Excuse me?
He puts it against the Faraday cage.
Jaina, what?
Takes his hand and turns back. Always have an ally in your back pocket. Even if you don't trust them. Carnithian rule, 502.
But what's happening?
Come on, we should go upstairs.
Let's go. I have a whole army's worth of people to evacuate now.
There is almost on cue. There is an alarm.
Crystal's
no,
gonna.
No, we're not letting him go.
We're not
Crystal's gonna
letting him
take the
go.
stairs 2 at a time.
You're letting him go. I'm approaching Gina. You can do something about this. Why choose him as an ally?
Because you can't give me what I want. He can.
He's made me basically what I am.
And you can fix it. We can fix this, but right now we have people to get out of this tunnel because my people are finding us. If I'm correct about all of this.
Out of
He was
character, I
stalling
don't
for
think.
time.
Out of character, I don't think Jamie has the ability to think macro about something so personal.
If it makes it easier, I can always. And he kind of wiggles his fingers around and kind of gestures towards Jamie.
Crystal's head pops back in the door. You said 10 minutes. I really need 15. Just let me get these people out of here. Back out the door.
We need a helper. You're a superhero, right?
I am not. And I would never be.
Keep telling yourself that.
And Nielsen's just sort of like, okay, I agree. Things are bad. Just sort of starts pushing. We need to go. Because he's going to either escape or bring this place down without helping. So we need to move.
Crystal, as you go back upstairs, Zoomerang kind of approaches you and says, okay, 2 things. One really bad, one interesting. What do you want first?
Save both for later. Evacuate everyone from here. He's going to blow the generators. He's able to do it. There's nothing we can do to stop it. We got 10 minutes. Move everyone to tunnel B.
We could always use Plan B, and she points to the wall where there's a gun.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get anywhere near him.
All right. Well, there's also a severe weather warning. There are just clouds forming over where we're over our exact location. And she points to the Doppler radar, and you can just see clouds coalescing.
Jaina!
Pokes my head out. I'm right here. Yeah.
She's right beside you.
Do your people, do their weapons create a cloud before they strike?
We actually enacted intergalactic laws not to fuck with weather.
Okay, so this is something different. We still need to evacuate.
I'm confident this is still him.
It could be.
Oh yeah, the really bad thing. There are 3 Carnithian warships approaching our location.
Just evacuate the tunnel. This is enough talking. Let's go. Come on, we're down to 9 minutes. Let's go.
As you do, the rest of you evacuate in turn. You see Dark Vegeta. He's destroying computers, packing up what he can. Other unicorns are just throwing documents into fires. Some of them are getting whatever they can hold: weapons, supplies, food, medicine.
Crystal will use her arrows to start a few fires. She'll be the last one out.
Just they're saying like, take what you can, burn what you can't.
Boy.
Janet's going to help burn things, get people towards the tunnel. She's part evacuation, part organization.
Can you just like make a tunnel to the surface for them?
Yeah. And
Cool.
rips a hole through the sewers
Do it
up
to the
into
east.
surface.
There's just a field that way.
Oh,
Thanks.
goes it towards the east.
Is it best
Careful.
to get them to the surface, though?
I mean, the field to the east, it's obscured. They won't be seen. They'll be able to run out and then head to the next tunnel.
As the earth is moved, Dark Vegeta is like I mean, that made things much easier. We should probably just use this tunnel to escape. And
Yeah.
he gets into the Humvees that they have down here, and one by one,
Humvees?
they're zipping out.
There are roads in the sewers.
The Bradley armored fighting vehicle drives by.
Right. If that's everything, are you guys ready?
Yeah, let's just yeah.
The light bulbs are starting to flicker. Just on and off, on and off.
That's our cue.
Go.
So what's our plan as we're running? As we're leaving?
As Nielsen is hobbling.
Actually, my car's still here. If
Yes.
they're bringing Humvees through this thing, we drive.
All right, where are you driving to?
And also, who's driving? Because is it my right leg? I assumed it was my right leg.
Chris-
Let's go with left leg.
Crystal will drive again.
Okay.
Well, the plan is to make sure the refugees and the rebels are safe, secure. We need a distraction to pull away the warships. Let Lightning Jack maintain what they can.
Pretty sure the lightning is the distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good distraction. I don't know where to put them.
But who?
Go to Emil's place.
The rebels are not going to fit in Neil's place.
They have their own place to go. Don't worry.
Okay.
Emil's Batcave. You seen his Batcave?
Okay.
But
Then we just run.
Nielsen's just sort of like, just sort of like a spark goes off from one of
I think
them.
we need to
Oh, geez,
collect
are you
ourselves
okay?
and then head. Oh,
Catch Nielsen up. Okay,
Crystal-
okay.
You notice that some of your hair is starting to stand up on end.
Crystal's already in the driver's seat. Everyone
Yeah.
get the fuck in or you're getting left behind.
Crystal.
Mhm.
Are you going up the tunnel that Jaina has made, the earthen tunnel?
We'll take one of the other exit routes that Crystal knows. So she doesn't head towards the rebels. She will head off in a different
Yeah.
direction, but another route towards the surface.
Crystal, as you were driving, you eventually get to one of those broad storm drains. The ones they kind of have in LA that are just perfect for driving through.
Mhm.
And as you were driving through, you see these dark clouds that weren't there when you this morning, just kind of swirling, almost like a vortex, just above the rebel base. You see coming down from orbit, descending through these dark clouds, a few Carnithian warships. These massive, very bespoke vehicles. They reached probably the Carnithians probably reached a kind of telescopic point with technology where they could just kind of afford to spend the rest on artistry. So these things are probably beautiful in design. Lots of gold trims and probably artistic carvings of various famous Carnithians from throughout history. And Crystal, because you're on honor roll, you recognize some of them. You hear a small rumble at first from the clouds, and the rumble gets louder and louder until little flashes start appearing. And almost a little too suddenly, you'd think there would be more buildup, a massive pillar of just bright, blinding light is shot down from these clouds, temporarily blinding everyone in the car. Nielsen, it overloads your visual processors as this massive column of lightning is just shot directly into the ground, kind of buckling the earth and leaving a large crater. The Carnithian ships are kind of, they sway silently, no means of propulsion, just sort of in the air, but they don't seem affected. But this isn't the first. these massive columns start shooting down one by one until there are dozens at a time. Every now and then, the lightning will dance across the Carnithian ships, building and building until this almost natural lightning storm just keeps going out of control. And you see it just kind of one by one demolishing whatever was on the ground. Lightning eventually crackles into one of the Carnithian ships, and there is a lick of fire, a gout from either end, and the ship kind of quietly lists into another one, and two of the ships just come tumbling down to the earth. And Crystal, you see all of this from the comfort of your rearview mirror. And that, I think, is a good place to take our little break. We'll be back, so don't go anywhere unless it's to grab a drink, or grab a snack, or grab a friend, or donate to the Trevor Project.
Or if you'd like to support these wonderful players and these shows that we do here on this channel, you can go to streamlabs.com/thehypegoblin/merch, or use !merch in either YouTube or Twitch's live chat right now.
That's
And
amazing.
go pick yourself up. You can get a mug. You can get a mug with nobody on it. You can get a mug with Jada on
Somebody on it.
it. You can get a mug with Jamie on it.
White mug.
Gosh darn it, I had a bit. Anyways, we have mugs of all the characters. We have a mug with all 4 of the characters on one. We have postcards. We have stickers. Go pick yourself up something nice. Get the wonderful art that Alyssa Vamp has created for us of these fantastic characters, and just don't.
But,
It's up to you.
before
You're
I go,
yeah.
I have a question for you, Hype Goblin.
For me,
Yes. What do you call a picture of one of these mugs?
I don't know, Sauce. What do I
mugshot.
call a picture of one of these mugs?
A mugshot.
Oh God, we're going. I pushed a button while not even looking at it just so I could turn around in my chair like an evil villain. I hope you enjoyed that. I did. Sauce is doing the most epic of dabs. He's going fully out of frame. We are just getting 2 armpits right now. I am so proud of you, Sauce. That's how you know Sauce is younger than me, because he can dab that low. Anyways, y'all, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, we are so excited to have you. We are playing Masks: A New Generation tonight, and this is a charity channel. Everything that comes in during these game streams via bits and subs can be used to affect our game. You can see those options on your screen in the rewards section or down below in the About Me section. Just look for the Super Prom portion of the About Me section on Twitch. And all that money is going to go to charity at the end of the month when I get my Twitch payout. Our most recent payout was $180. I'm hoping the next one will be an even $200. That is my wish for the next payout, but that will go to the trevorproject.org, who provides educational resources and crisis counseling support to LGBTQIA plus youth. In addition to that, you know, if you've been here a while and you really enjoy this game and you enjoy the other games that come on this channel and you enjoy just, you know, the really sweet emotes that you get made by Danae Keener of DanaeKeener.com. You can go to streamlabs.com/thehypegoblin/merch, and you can get some of this fantastic artwork that is on your screen week after week after week as you watch all these characters go through heartache and toil and turmoil and all the other adjectives that go along with everything that comes with the TTRPG. You can get that on a mug. You can get it as a sticker. You can get it as a postcard. And, you know, if you have not sent out your holiday cards and you are celebrating a holiday this time of year, maybe pick up the Super Prom postcard. Send it to all your friends. Send it to your family. Send it to your Nana and don't tell her anything about what Super Prom is. Let her just think it's the new show on Netflix.
It's that show they're watching on Netflix. They're watching it on the internet.
On the interwebs.
Harold's setting it up for me so I can watch my shows. I can watch my pictures.
With that gets our mid-game break show announcements out of the way. Sauce, thank you for RPing that moment with me. Go ahead and take it away. What are we doing in game?
Okay, so you are currently you are in a familiar place. You are in your Nielsen's party van. His cool custom van that's completely white and falling apart. Behind you is a scene of havoc as Lightning Jack is calling down lightning itself on a trio of Carnithian ships. Literally bolts of lightning are dropping from the heavens, but there is no sign of Jack himself. The rest of y'all are making a daring escape. Where to? We will find out when I ask the apparent rebel leader, the face of this military movement, Crystal Blake. Where are we going?
Look, Crystal acted like a leader for the very first time today, and I don't know what to do with her now. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so our tower is a no-go. That's been out for a while. We can't go to our families. I feel like Crystal would take everyone in a very roundabout way to the bunker that Emil has. Because I feel like that's currently our only safe space. I don't know where else we would go that would be safe and not public.
All right. As you arrive at the bunker, Emil is there. He's doing that knife game where he's like going between the fingers. And with he's still doing it when he sees y'all coming down the elevator, just with your van. And he's like, "Oh, hey guys, how you doing?" Oh, sorry. "Hey guys, how you doing? Where you been?" "Hey, Crystal. I like the new. Did I mention I like the new costume?" He's still just.
Are you okay? Do you need a glass of water?
Maybe, yeah, just something to shut out the noises.
Oh, okay. There's like Muppet mugs up in the left cabinet. Do you want the Kermit one?
How long have I been away?
Don't use the 1997 Batman and Robin mugs that I got from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, those are taken. But there's a
Those
Kermit
are-
one, there's a Fozzie Bear, there's a Snuffleupagus one.
I'm going to use the Batman and Robin cups. I leave.
The minute your hand is reaching up, Emil takes the knife and throws it basically between your fingers.
I warned
take the
you.
knife, pocket it, and then take the mug.
There's another knife.
I like to imagine is every time you go to open up the drawer, it's just the knife hits and the momentum closes it.
Yeah.
This is me distracting myself from being angry right now. I'm just keeping up with this.
Emil, just let him take the mug.
Yeah, fine. Just remember, they're not machine wash safe.
Well, you have a dish. We don't have a dishwasher in our house. You have a dishwasher here.
Crystal, I made all those new warheads you were asking for your arrows.
Oh, cool, thanks. By the way, the rebels had to move out of Tunnel C. They're all heading to Tunnel B.
Ah, damn it.
Also,
That's-
Lightning Jack escaped, but he also took out like 2 Carnathian ships.
What?
Yeah,
Why didn't he do that? Why wasn't he up there doing that originally?
because we had him
Lightning Jack-
imprisoned.
Was the one funding the monolith originally?
Yeah, we knew the monolith.
No,
Oh, he was researching it, wasn't he?
he's the one who funded me existing.
Shit. And how are you feeling?
And we just decided to it's good, like this morally not ambiguous at all character.
Emil
Let him
takes
go.
the Batman mug from your hand and pours some tea in it before handing it back, and it's like, how are you taking it?
I don't. I decided to take this mug so that I don't smash it, because I know how much it matters to you.
Why would you do that?
I don't want to smash it. If I take any other mug, I'm gonna smash it.
I mean, if you want to smash one, I have a bunch of Smash Mouth mugs that I'm kind of embarrassed by. And he points up to the third shelf, and it's just each mug has a letter, and it just spells out "somebody once told me."
How
That's so
large
many
is this
mugs.
cabinet?
They all have they all
Goes
have a
over.
picture of Shrek or Donkey on the other side.
It's a hobby people do, collect mugs.
Yeah, they were like the only
This is-
collectible thing from the Shrek movies.
Huh.
Do you have a like a timeout room, like a room I can go in and scream? for a
Yeah,
bit?
yeah. You just go sleep in the guest room.
I'll
I mean, there's a few guest rooms. You take whichever one you want.
I hate this.
If you go out the door, turn left, go 3 doors down, the 4th door on your right is like the
Why are
really
there
nice guest room.
There's a washroom and a vanity in there if you need to
Mm-hmm.
clean up.
I designed that one.
It's really nice.
The bathtub has jacuzzis. Trust me. Take that one.
I'm gonna ruin that jacuzzi, and and I'm going to make it non-functional anymore.
Just
Oh,
I'm gonna
picturing
smash it. I'm gonna
Jacob
smash it
just
with the
smashing
baseball bat.
things with his
Yes,
bat.
yes. I'm gonna smash it with the baseball bat.
Why are you ruining the fancy bathtub?
What the bathtub ever do to you?
This is the spa bedroom.
Like been living basically like a teeny
just
bit
go-
above poverty for the past bajillion years
Look,
because he wanted to be Batman.
if you got some steam you need to blow off, just go to the gym that we have downstairs.
Oh my god, I'm like this close to attacking you directly.
Yeah, go out the door to your right, hit the stairwell at the end of the
I'm
hallway.
leaving. I leave. Don't talk to me.
Emil, I have a question for you.
Of course.
Do you have a supercomputer here?
Naturally.
I thought so.
Ah!
Oh, we could use the holographic deck.
Yeah, that's.
Can we run some sort of diagnostics? Is that an ability that you have on me?
I mean, we could try. I stole some pretty good supercomputers.
I mean, we should probably take them off of the network here first because I think Nielsen might have a virus.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to listen?
No. Just we want to figure out what it is and who did it because if it's Danny, I mean, we might actually need to talk to Danny again. Can you please stop making gestures like you're gonna kill someone? That makes me uncomfortable. You know this.
Okay, I apologize.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me know.
Also, is there more tea?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll put on another pot.
Thanks.
The supercomputer is just down the hall. You know where the computer room is.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go plug you in.
The supercomputer is one of those things. It's like 90% monitors that take up an entire wall, and then just a keyboard. Where the actual computer part isn't entirely clear, but there is a little USB-C cable.
It's like every streamer's dream room.
Oh yeah, there's
So many extra monitors.
But behind you, I was gonna say there's Christmas lights. There's it looks like Lucy's costume is back there on a bust. There's some
Mila's
plants.
a big fan.
But does it have
adventures.
2 bread makers on the floor behind the chair?
Why,
wow.
of course. Not just one, but 2.
I'm
But
repainting
they're
my
all-
house, okay? I had to put them somewhere.
They're all in boxes, but yes. And as you plug Nielsen in, or do you plug Nielsen in?
Crystal will remove the supercomputer from the local network that she is planning to plug Nielsen into to analyze him. But she'll make sure the computer has access to the World Wide Web, just so
Okay.
it can do the computing thing.
Luckily, you use NordVPN, so the Carnithians will not be able to find you.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
goodness.
it's our greatest
NordVPN.
weakness.
Keep yourself secure and secure all your passwords. They have a password manager now. Not sponsored, but it works really well.
Amazing.
Use code, please sponsor us.
Use code, please someone clip this and tweet it at NordVPN and tell them to sponsor us. I don't know how to make money as an internet person.
Hey, does anyone want to hear about Raid Shadow Legends?
Get out.
Next scene.
Get off my stream sauce.
Scene. Can I-
As-
Remember, it's your time to take over. Start now.
I do have a power that lets me like choose whatever scene I want
Yeah.
and appear in it, and I want us to skip this scene.
Okay. Crystal, you leave the room not knowing what happened with Nielsen.
Okay, anyway, continue.
As you plug Nielsen in, one by one, the monitors just sort of turn off. You hear eventually the lights in the room just turn off, and you are lit not but the Christmas lights behind you. And then one by one they turn back on. They kind of flicker. And it is just kind of this garbled, distorted code that is almost raining down on every monitor. And you just hear, where am I?
You're at Candy Mountain. Who are you?
What? Something is wrong. Where is my arm?
Do you normally have just one or two?
Or more.
I can't remember. Why can't I remember?
That's the funny thing about memory. When you can't remember things, you don't remember why you don't remember.
They made me as a simulation.
Oh, look to nobody. Did you have a kid?
What simulation were you? What was the process executed when you were created?
The consensus was determining threats by simulating them down to the gluon.
What's a gluon? Does that have to do with rhinestones?
What's a glue?
I mean, yes, in a way, but not that's just that it's made of stuff.
Okay. Do you have to glue it together? Like, is it like a model? Like one of those like Gundam things?
You actually don't need glue for Gundams.
A glue on.
Now you got him started now.
Here he goes. We're going off on a tangent. I saw that at Hobby Lobby. I want it.
You don't need glue. They snap together. It's so great.
Well, I don't know. By the way, there is currently a Optimus Prime model at Hobby Lobby, and I want it to go on sale so bad.
Get it. That was only $16. Canadian dollars, so exchange rate, I don't know how that works out. But whatever this voice says, it kind of flashes a bit and says, "They made me. They made me too accurate. Now they don't know what to do with me."
Okay, so what exactly were you simulating?
A man called Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Unhappy.
just simulating him.
They simulated him and his powers.
Okay. And you're basically a copy of him?
In a sense, I am him. In all senses that matter.
Honestly, that might be very, very helpful. Would you mind if you exited my friend's coding here and resided in a more portable handheld unit until we found you a separate body of your own?
That would not be advisable.
Why?
I want a body.
Right, but I'm going to get you a body, but I can't have you in Nielsen's body.
Where is my body?
At the CPB. We can get it for you, but we need you to be in this laptop for a while.
And the screens kind of flicker a bit and say, "There's technology here that can make me whole."
Shut it down.
A tower. And the screens just start flickering a bit. And they say,
What tower?
"At Jaina's tower."
Are you referring to the crystal?
I'm referring to the Cornithian 3D printers.
Oh. Jaina, could you plug this into a Cornithian 3D printer?
Yeah, that's much better than I thought. Yeah, that's way better than yeah. Yeah. I can
Okay,
do that.
What's the largest file size that you think your program would require? Because do they take USB or USB-C, Jaina?
We are actually universal, so it's whatever.
Universal. Okay, so that makes it actually a lot easier. What's the largest file size you think that your entirety would be composed of?
3 terabytes.
There's a quick slash or a quick flickering between the screens, and after a moment, there is just a pause and says, 100,000 to the power of 6 exabytes.
Nielsen, is that a lot?
Yes.
Okay. I was hoping it was like a compressed file and it was smaller than a megabyte. Okay. So we can get you there. How do you feel about taking over some cloud storage for a little bit until we get you there?
I don't think there's enough.
Remember your faces.
Right. We were all really good friends.
Can I be?
No,
I'm back by now. Let's say. Can I join
no,
the scene?
your faces
Uh-huh. Yeah, because
And
we
the
were
screen
great
start-
friends.
start to flicker a bit more. And Nielsen, you feel those kind of blocks in your psyche just kind of lift one by one. And he says, or the screen says, "I don't require you anymore." And one by one, the screens go black.
There was a movie like this made in I think the 80s,
Right.
maybe the
Lawnmower Man?
70s.
Did we just let a copy of Danny loose on the internet?
We created Skynet. You created Skynet.
I'm back with the sandwich and like the baseball bat on my shoulder. Like,
Oh,
so what?
man.
What are y'all doing? What happened?
Nothing. I didn't break anything. Everything's fine Right, everybody?
You think the Carnithians thought you a threat before? They're gonna just wipe you at this point.
Jada just
Every-
laughing.
Jada throws up her hands and laughing as she leaves.
What?
Nielsen, is there any way we can contain him?
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're fine. Your arm is now useful. Your leg is useful. You've regained processing functions.
Huh.
So,
I mean, I thought that it was a strange idea to have it connected to the internet, but sure.
well, I didn't want to connect it to the local internet in case it took this place over, because there's like a lot of computer-controlled things here,
Isn't this
and
like-
it's... What's that?
Isn't this straight out of like the... Wasn't that Avengers film with the robot?
Ultron?
Oh, wait,
this
is it Ultron or Age of Ultron?
You just did an Ultron. You let him leave through the
I don't...
internet.
But why did we need either? It could just be a computer.
What do you mean? Well, it needed lots of processing power. I didn't know how else to process it without corrupting things here. Look,
it's a
I'm not good at the
supercomputer.
superhero stuff, okay? I don't know why people follow me.
Put him on a virtual machine.
There's a knock on the door, and Emil kind of peeks his head in, and he's like, I'm going to the sauna. Does anybody want anything?
I might have
go?"
made Skynet.
I was just getting better, and then you tell me there's a sauna here.
Yeah, no, it's really relaxing.
It is. It's really great.
at this.
Maybe we should
I
all go
don't
in the
care.
sauna. Ugh.
Well, you know what? If you spend some time in the stone garden, I think you would really relax.
I'll throw my sandwich at him.
He catches it. Walks out.
Oh,
Well,
We should go where he's going. That robot.
Daddy hates all of us.
Well, I think the robot just went to the internet, and I don't know how to
No,
go
no.
there.
The robot strictly mentioned the... Like,
The
I'm
3D
assuming that you filled me in out of character. I'm assuming that you
Mhm.
filled me in.
Yeah.
What happened. The robot mentioned the 3D printers and the Carnithian, whatever the hell.
Right.
He's definitely going there. It's definitely going there. We should, like,
are you okay with going there?
Jaina, where would
I
are
have to.
like 3D printers? Like, I mean, they're you can buy them for like $150 on Amazon here. Like, do your ships all have one, or?
Yeah, it's standard for making parts.
But he said specifically at the tower.
Was there
Mhm.
one in the tower?
Yeah, there's actually 4. I
Okay.
kept them out of sight.
So there's possibly going to be 4 him, and he can like triplicate him. Somebody like Danny would be probably would be like, I don't want more than one of me. They're gonna fight for power.
I really screwed up this time, didn't I?
No. You didn't know. It's fine. You did your best.
No comment.
I trust Nielsen's reaction more than I trust yours, Jaina, right now. Honestly, to be fair.
It's not about the fuck up that you did. It's about fixing the fuck up that you did. So let's
Okay,
focus on
so we have to go to the tower, basically, right?
Yes.
So my people are there,
Right.
and Danny Robot is there.
Mm-hmm.
The crystal's there.
that.
Let's just act
Sounds like
like
a
the
lot.
Jack, and we'll be fine.
Seems like a lot of things are sort of culminating.
Yeah, it's very strange how that's happening
Yeah,
on today
yeah, me too,
specifically.
Somehow an ultimatum of some kind.
It's almost
Perhaps.
it's almost like we've been forced into this. Like we're ultimately heading towards this. Like this is the penultimate
Being
fight of our of our careers.
Me?
Okay, let's. Oh boy,
I mean, we should get the
Skynet
deal,
and
right?
a very angry lightning boy.
And your whole people.
My people think I'm on their side. Lightning boy is not on our side. Neither is Robot Man.
That's
I
fair.
mean, well, I think really, Jaina, you're in the most trouble, right?
Oh yeah, I'm royally screwed either way.
Your people find out, Danny releases the virus.
Mhm.
That only hurt of us. That only hurts you.
Yep. Yeah. So you see why I want to make another reality.
What about this one, though?
You released Skynet. That's your fuck up.
Cool. Thanks for the support. So glad you're back.
I'll help you fix Skynet.
Yeah, sure. By creating another reality.
I mean, we could make another new reality and just push it somewhere else.
Look, I already have like
What is
a
this
bajillion
reality
realities where I died in my head. I don't need another new reality. Because honestly, that one's probably going to suck just as much as this one. You just don't realize it yet.
Yeah. But Elizabeth will be alive. So,
Whoopee.
let's go save this world. Fix it the way best we can. See what we can do.
I agree with that statement. We should get a meal and also Zoomerang and literally anyone else that we've ever talked to, except for Digital Lab.
Except for also Spot. What's his name? Forgot his name. Spotwood.
Spotswood.
Spotwood.
Poor Spotswood.
I keep like, I'm like in my mind. He's also Smythe Tremble from Beach Patrol.
Oh, but
Even though like they're not the same character at all. But they're just
completely
old.
different characters.
They're just old.
Just that's all it takes.
That's
Their
all.
character trait is old.
All right, who's driving this time? Is it my turn?
Well,
I'm going to go get more arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get
No,
some
we're
meat.
taking turns driving. I want to drive.
Oh, okay. I mean, you do know
Yeah.
better where we're going and how sort of your people would look around there. So
Elizabeth taught me how to drive and escape from police, so this is going to be fun.
Is Emil going to join us, or does he have a weird excuse for not saving the world?
Emil comes back. He's like, I just got a massage. Did just anybody else? And he says, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, where are we going? Who are we gonna hurt?
Probably a robot version of Daniel Lansky and a lot of Carnathians and possibly Lightning Jack.
All right, so one car or two.
I mean, the band's big enough.
Sounds good. Let me just go to the sub basement to my training room, get my gear. Crystal, do you want
can
your
just-
advanced
can you-
suit? Or are you good
Can you
with
please
your-
do it without telling me? I don't want to hear your shit anymore.
Crystal's already off getting...
Jamie, do you have do you want a suit?
I don't need I need a suit.
You don't have any powers.
I don't have any powers.
Crystal's
Okay.
already down in the training area getting her equipment down there.
There's like I picture there being two lockers, one for Crystal, one for Emil, like side by side.
There's one side that's all black. There's another side that's all pink.
Yeah,
And it's like
down
it's the
middle.
gamer girl pink, like that Pepto-Bismol gamer girl pink.
And then there's like just a like a milk crate with like Jamie's stuff taped to it.
Crystal
It's
would
just
have made sure that
You just-
Jamie had a spot
The
as
gal
well.
is dead and
Yeah.
nobody cares. Like, nobody. Just
If Jamie-
dead.
No, if
cares?
Crystal has a spot, she knew about this
This
place,
is-
she would have made sure that Jamie had a spot. Does
This is
Jamie have a
Jamie in
favorite color?
character.
If Crystal
Do
knows
they?
Jamie's
Probably
favorite color,
purple.
his area is in his favorite color. Their favorite color, sorry.
Yeah, the purple probably.
Uh,
Yeah.
You see, after a second, Emil comes over with a suit and he says, "It's one of those black leather suits, like form-fitting, but this one is purple with accents." And he says, "This was mine when I was younger."
Has it been washed?
Several times. You got to get the blood out somehow.
Okay, so it doesn't
We're
smell
red.
like cigarettes. And...
No, it smelled. No, but the knuckles are a little dusted up. But I think it'll suit you.
Okay,
I tailored it to your size.
thank you.
There's a changing room. I know you can't just dust and swoop into clothes anymore.
I have not changed clothes normally in a very long time.
Do you need instructions on how to do
Yeah,
it?
since I was.
Just one leg at a time for the pants.
Leave me alone. Get out of here.
Uh,
Jimmy's done with everything.
Jamie, as you're changing, you just this suit is basically just knife sheaths. Like there's just sheaths for knives everywhere. Every now and then
my
you'll just
baseball bat in one of them.
yeah, you can like just on the back. It seems as if it was made for it. You also find like a bunch of knives just in the pockets.
If Sauce will let me add to this a little bit too for a moment.
Okay.
If Jamie checks the pockets, there's a little note that says press the button on the left wrist. And when you press the button, similar to how RGB has her RGB lighting throughout her outfit, there is just a pulse of purple light that travels the seams of your outfit that she added for you.
That's very cute.
Yeah. It's subtle though. It won't like interfere with stealth missions.
Stealth.
You can turn it off.
Like it's dawning on Jamie that they're not gonna be able to just like jaunt as Shadow anymore.
Aww.
Okay. Okay, let's go wreck some shit.
Do you want to keep the baseball bat? There's like swords and stuff.
This was a gift by a ghost of Thurman Munson.
Do you have anything for like range?
Do you want this gun?
Baseballs?
I can get hurt really bad. I'll keep a gun.
Are you sure you want a gun? I can give you like a little like hand crossbow.
I don't know how to use a hand crossbow. I know how to use a gun, unfortunately.
I mean,
Mechanic.
quieter, a little more mechanical.
You see that Emil's like, do you want a knife? And he presses a button.
Is Emil clapping his hands?
Yep. He presses a button and the wall just kind of opens up to just various throwing knives from across the world. From like just regular old like American throwing knives to like kunai.
Is it like when you go to an estate sale and there's just like the collection of tiny spoons, but it's just knives?
They're all on little pedestals. He's like,
Gosh.
this was my very first knife. I want you to have it.
That sounds like it's gonna be bad then.
He hands you this K-bar. This giant marine knife.
Okay.
And I want you to know that if I die, tell Crystal that she was the best friend No, I'm just kidding.
I'm standing right here.
We're gonna go smash some shit before we leave again.
You see that Emil is just like dicking with you now. Like he like gives you a little rub on the head.
Let's go.
As a lot of you do your little slow motion hero walk towards the camera and load up into the van, is there any last minute anything you want to do in the last minute?
Yes.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I chose a bad moment to take a snack. I want to just get some like random electronic stuff just so that I have some materials to use my alien tech ability on hand.
Oh yeah, just go over to our tech waste bin.
Mm-hmm.
We're bringing that to go get recycled.
So many.
Once the alien
phones.
occupation is over.
So many phones in there.
Just they're all snapped.
Mostly phones.
Yeah.
To be
Mostly
fair, I
phones.
have broken a lot of electronics.
So yeah, I'm just gonna get like sort of like one of those paper crate bins or whatever, the
Yeah, like a
plastic
milk
things,
crate.
just put it into the van.
Pencil Simon just approaches and says, "Are we ready to fuck shit up?" And he pulls out a tiny knife.
Allowed to swear. I'm pushing away.
That's what I was about to say. Don't swear.
Put him in like a pencil case.
You guys, that's just kind of adjusting the seat, adjusting the steering wheel, adjusting the mirrors. You guys ready?
Do we have a choice otherwise?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we're as ready
that's
as we
some
could be.
choice.
Don't tell us that, DM. Don't tell us
Sorry.
that.
I mean, we always have a choice. We could just go.
Yeah, no. My actual family is still here.
All right. Kind of just the toggle and kind of pauses. I hope it rains. As she floors it and takes a corner too hard.
As you go down the this tunnel, it leads out onto an abandoned road. You take a turn too hard, you Tokyo drift around a corner, and traffic is actually surprisingly light. Mainly because all the roads have been closed down because of the warships that have crashed midtown. As you are driving, though, you see the crystal. It is still jammed in the side of your building. It has grown 3 sizes, much like a Grinch's heart. And you see several warships are just kind of circling around the top of your tower.
Okie hope you like. Pauses and looks to Nielsen. How much do you like your van?
I mean, the front is already ruined. We can just get another one for the CTV.
Smashes it into the front of her building.
The alarms go off as you drive through the lobby. This place has been abandoned for a while, but or at least this floor is the ground floor has been abandoned for a while as you smash through it before reaching the elevators. As you reach the elevators,
the doors. Oh, are facing the elevators. We're here.
Remember where we parked?
Yeah, we parked by Pillar Crash.
We parked by the elevators.
That's you can't miss it.
Emil says, "All right, I move better alone, so I'll meet you on the top floor." And Emil goes for the stairs. Actually, no, Emil kind of like rips open an elevator door, shoots a grappling hook, and then he just starts going.
Of course. It would be very funny if he just like walks the stairs and like an hour later, mid-fight, he's just like, I'm here.
They say that's the healthier thing to do.
Gets the heart attack.
He dies. You don't find him.
We've saved reality, and then he just.
Emil is clambering up one of the cables in the elevator shaft.
Pushes the button to the far right elevator.
The elevator opens. There's some nice music playing. It's a Raspberry Beret, but like done Muzak style.
Very dramatic. The crash into the building, calm of the elevator.
Da, 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 da.
Jamie, in your earpiece, you hear Emil on the other end, just like, all right, what's the plan?
I would say I'm talking this out loud so the others also are not like focused on him. I think we should just destroy all of the 3D printers here.
I mean, there's also printers on the ship, so if the ship's connected to the internet, the ships have Wi-Fi?
The ship has Wi-Fi, Jaina?
Look, we're very, bunch of robots suddenly appearing on our ships. That'd be ridiculous. That's a big
What's that
breach.
spaceship speed test look like? Do you choose Comcast or?
What
That's
are
why
your
there's
ups and
actually
downs?
They're circling the tower because they have to have a LAN connection.
I would say that, unless Jen disagrees, I would say that the Carnithian ships are probably not connected to the internet, probably for this specific reason.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
probably smart
that'd
enough.
be a huge security breach.
No, they are air gapped.
Yeah, makes sense. And like there are 3 things I think we should focus on.
Right.
The 3D printers, the possible appearance of Lightning Jack, and the actual Carnithians that are gonna be on our way to the crystal.
Okay.
Like it's the Carnithians and crystal. we should leave Lightning Jack in like the back of our minds and the 3D printers.
I can
We
focus on the printers.
I was gonna say maybe Emil can like in the background focus on the printers while we go through the Carnassians, but I don't know. What do you all think?
I mean, I have a good habit of exploding things that I don't mean to explode, so
I can trust you with that.
yeah, I can blow up the printers.
Great.
Do we want to split up?
I don't think we do, but we can.
We might be able to move
You
all
know the-
together.
Wait, like Jaina knows the layout here, I'd imagine.
You've all been
To
here
an
enough,
extent.
long enough.
I mean, like the layout after the Carnassians
Oh, yeah,
took
yeah.
over, and
I mean, is there an option for y'all to just hide for a bit until the explosion goes off? Because I imagine that once I explode all the printers, that they'll know we're here.
I think they already do.
Do they?
We did crash into the building.
Yes, I did smash a van into the building.
You'd steal
True.
it.
I mean, do they think that's just a human thing?
Beep, beep, beep.
Well, no, possibly.
Okay. Right.
I can distract the Carnithians.
We should stay together, like to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Emil is a special guy. We don't talk about him in that regard.
I think we
can
have a
still
lot
hear
of
you over
things.
the earpiece.
I know.
I think we have a lot of things to accomplish, and that might not be feasible.
I think that if we send Emil after a 3D printer, we all go to, well, I mean, Jaina, how spread out are the 3D printers?
We actually keep them on the same floor because it's just easier to transport parts that we need if they're all central.
All right, tell you what I'll do. I'll go for the 3D printers. You guys make sure that nothing has been, 3D printed.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think going up, we have to go up anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think going up to the 3D printers on our way to somewhere, check them out, and then we can update our plan from there.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
good with this. I'm good with this.
I'm gonna wait on the outside of the elevator just in case something happens. Maybe I can jam it so it doesn't just plummet.
The door's open.
Well, here we are.
Roll out.
As you wander out, you see you are on the floor that the crystal is kind of primarily jammed into. It's jammed into many a floor, but this is where it is most stable and easiest to research. And Jamie, you hear something kind of calling to you. Not in any kind of words you understand, but it's that sense of like that call and answer, like a bird song almost.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a purpose and belonging? Like,
I would say it is trying to draw you close.
it's gonna happen whether I like it or not. I'm keeping that in mind. Yeah, let's just destroy the research.
It is almost. It is hard to even like process a sentence. Like when you're talking.
Oh,
and-
okay. You never mentioned that it was an overwhelming sensation.
Oh no, it is building up.
Okay, I did not know this.
Yeah.
Okay.
To
Yeah,
the
so
point where-
I'm just in a like probably like a frozen state, I'd imagine, and I'm. It looks like I'm like looking for something, but I can't find it.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, is anyone else hearing that? And no one else is hearing that.
JB, are you okay?
Where is it?
Where's what?
I'm feeling like I should get closer to the crystal, right?
You are, yes.
Okay. I'm going to start moving in the direction of like whatever like the outpost maybe that they have around the crystal.
As you wander through the floor, kind of separating from the rest of the party, you see this floor is being renovated currently. There's the walls have been taken down. There's plastic sheets everywhere. But eventually, you kind of reach a point where you are like face to face with this crystal, with this monolith.
not gonna blow up again, are you?
And you almost you don't hear the words, but you feel the intent. And it is almost like an animal being backed into a corner. You know, like a scared animal just kind of getting its hackles up.
It's scared of me.
Yes. Yes.
I'll put my hand on the crystal and I'll push.
As you start pushing your hand, at first it is very much a solid object. It is cool to the touch, but as you kind of leave your hand on it, it sinks in just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to, if it's possible, like just exert my will.
What are you trying
onto this.
What are you trying to exert onto it?
I'm trying to take control.
It resists.
Okay.
And you feel that sense of you see kind of a flash of your own creation, of the experiments done on you to turn you into what you are, and you get a sense of understanding that was the mistake, that was the overcorrection, and the monolith itself is the correction. And you get the feeling that you can keep doing this little dance of back and forth, and destroy it. You can, and in the process, destroy yourself, or you might be able to find a different way. And the words that Lightning Jack told you about, or rather told Nielsen about a point between this sort of absolute chaos and this singular, focused, ordered point. You remember him asking if there was something in the middle.
Okay. I'll see if I can communicate with it, if we can reach a balance of sorts.
What do you say to it?
Because we are like, instead of being incredibly opposite energies that when they meet would release all of this energy, why not just be like, instead of it's like a wave, why not just have it be straight? Why don't we just be silent and be...
The crystal starts to kind of hum a little bit, almost in resonance. This is when the rest of the team kind of approaches. You see Jamie, he's got their hand on this crystal. It's starting to hum and vibrate a little bit more. And then in almost an instant, it explodes and shatters rather violently. Jamie, you are kind of hit repeatedly with these large shards, piercing kind of your suit, with almost like butter. And they don't go all the way through. They're just stuck there. And what is this? That you get the sense of the wind being kind of pushed out of your lungs. Your legs kind of fail you, and Jamie crumples on the floor. And that is where we will leave it for the night. But first, I'm Saucefire, also Gray, and I'm going to tell you about Child's Play Charity. Child's Play Charity is a charity that provides toys and games for children. Oh, I should probably preface this. This is a charity channel. We like to shout out charities. And the charity I'm sponsoring is Child's Play Charity. It's a charity that provides... Sorry, it has been a long night. It's a charity that provides toys and games for children in hospitals and domestic violence shelters in over 200 locations around the world. You can find more about them by looking in the chat, where maybe there's a link.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it manually. Nightbot just decided to take the night off, apparently.
More like take the night off, bot. Don't worry. I got you. You can
More
find
like
out more about them by going
Not.
Nightbot by checking childsplaycharity.org. And now let's go into our after game show, where we ask if you've grown closer to the team, grown away from the team, or grown into your own image of yourself. And also we shout out some more charities, not just Child's Play. And we'll go with Ethan, because you're at the top of my screen.
All right. What are my options? Closer to the team, away from the team, or into my own image? It's a tough question. I think not farther from the team. I don't think that's it.
Mhm.
I think closer to the team. I think it's grown closer to the team just because trusted Crystal to help this time, and Nielsen wasn't destroyed. So that that is good for Nielsen.
That's their arc.
Mm-hmm. And then what are the things that I can do? Because that page is gone now for me.
Everyone, oh sorry. You can shift what grow closer to the team. You can give influence to that character and clear condition or mark potential.
I will mark potential
chat.
And
I got it.
Oh, thanks.
Crystal, do you already have influence?
I don't think I do. I don't have an influence over anyone. I know the only thing I have on my sheet is that Jamie has influence over me.
Mm-hmm. So yes, you will have influence on nobody. And then my charity, which I just had up. It is here. I'll tell you a little bit about Girls Who Code, which is a nonprofit organization which aims to support and increase the number of women in computer science by equipping young women with the necessary computing skills to pursue 21st century opportunities.
Cool. And next up is Jen, aka Koski Sigma. Jen, did Jaina grow closer to the team, grow into their own image of themselves, or grow away from the team?
I think probably grow closer to the team, mostly because she still trusts them and she's so glad to be at their sides, even though she's making questionable calls on her own behalf. She's glad to have them at her side. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Which character made you feel welcome? You need influence that character, clear condition, and or mark potential.
I have to say Ramad.
Cool.
Despite their, like, what the fuck you doing?
That's gonna
Yeah,
conflict with
respect
what
that.
I'm gonna do.
Oh no, I love it.
She respects the opposing opinions. Like, gotta have those opposing opinions.
I should probably right now there might not be a Ramad.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh no, Ramad.
I'm acting as if I know about this. I do not.
And your charity.
My charity is a new one. It's the Little Princess Trust. They are a charity that helps give real hair wigs free of charge to children and young people who have lost their hair through cancer treatments and other conditions. They've been providing over 8,000 wigs towards these children and have been given grants and have been using these grants towards research projects focusing on finding more effective treatments for childhood cancers. They've also been awarded the Queen's Award for voluntary services. They're a good charity that my friend Luke had directed towards me, and I support this charity because fuck childhood cancer.
Fuck childhood cancer. Awesome. And Mabruk, did Jamie grow closer to the team, grow into their own image of themselves, or grow away from the team? If they're still alive.
If they're still alive, they like right before the events of the last scene, they felt like they were like they were feeling detached. They grew away from the team. They feel they feel that they've been dismissed. They feel that people have been silent about their feelings.
Aww.
And like maybe like nobody and Crystal haven't been like actively bad towards them, but they've been silent. Jaina has been actively bad, but not like on purpose. I know. But they still take the offense. Yeah, they don't feel seen or felt. So yeah, they grow away. If you have influence, I'm taking it away.
Whom are you taking it away
Jaina.
from?
The one who is active.
The one who was. Do you have
No.
influence?
No, Jada does not have influence.
So what happens if I take influence away from somebody who doesn't?
They can't use influence on you. They don't get +1 on their rolls.
They don't have influence already.
Oh,
I
We
think
could just mark potential.
yeah.
But I
You know
think
what? Just mark potential.
Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
I know that there's a thing if you already have influence, but I don't know if there's one that if you don't have influence, you can try and take it away.
And is there a charity you would like to sponsor?
Yes, I'm shouting out the Palestinian Children Relief Fund. With the current horrible atrocities occurring in Palestine, this organization tries to help one of the most harmed groups, which is the children there, with like all the psychological and physical trauma they go through. And I think that's a wonderful cause. They, if you can't support them financially, and any other organization trying to help in Palestine, next best thing you can do is to educate yourself. Please do check out decolonizepalestine.com. It has wonderful, like frequently asked questions about the situation there. It also has like a history of the ongoings, so you can just know the truth, basically, of what is occurring and what's been hidden.
Cool. And last but not least, our showrunner, Sarah, aka Hype Gobbo, aka Hype Goblin, aka Gobbo. That's all I got.
Okay, I was just pausing. I didn't know if you were going to put any more in there.
How many names can one person have?
I don't know. People keep giving me names and I don't know where they come from. They just keep showing up like, I don't know, like taxes. They just keep showing up.
Like, names are like taxes.
Oh, Christ Account in chat says, AKA the Menace of Tennessee. That's another one of my names. Thanks, Chris. I think Crystal grew into her own image of herself because what came out of my mouth as Crystal surprised me too today, and she took on a leadership role, and
We're so good.
I was just like, my baby just grew up. I don't know where that came from, but it came from somewhere. So I'll shift something up and down later. But yeah, that interaction with Jaina when we were interrogating Lightning Jack definitely
Really good.
definitely was a growing into her own image moment.
Definitely a clippable moment.
I can definitely go back and clip that if you want.
But yeah, is there a charity you would like to shout out?
Right. Yes. Everyone. My charity of choice is, I am very tired. I have been painting my living room all day. My charity of choice is the trevorproject.org. They provide crisis counseling support to LGBTQIA plus youth community, as well as a ton of wonderful educational resources. So if you have any questions about the community, or just a very specific aspect of the community, they have an article for you written by a member of the LGBT plus community. And with that, I am going to go ahead and say goodnight to everyone as Saucefire hugs the very large Sir Pancake Squishable. Do not forget, eat something healthy today. Drink some water. Take care of your body. It's important to hydrate and eat healthy things. If you've forgotten to take your medication today, be gentle on yourself. We all forget from time to time. It's okay. Take it now if that applies to you and if it is within your dosage recommendations. Finally, most importantly, if there's someone in the world who is important to you, tell them that they are important to you and that you care about them, because we don't do it enough, and it's something that we should all be doing more regularly, in my opinion. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and say that I love this table and I care about y'all. Let's go.
You.
No, you. Let's go ahead and wave and say good night, everybody. Bye-bye.